Wait, I don't know if I turned my camera on. Oh wait, it's on. It's on. Good morning, YouTube. This is my first video ever on my channel, and I'm really excited to be doing it because it's something that I want to do for a long time but have just not really prioritized it myself. I want to say that I didn't have time, which may have been true, but I just don't like to say that you don't have time for things, because I believe that if you want to do something, you have time to do it. So I have made the time to start my channel. If you're here, you're probably here from my social medias, either my regular Instagram, which is more of my personal Instagram, which is at @AshleyNovember, or my fitness Instagram, which I know a lot of you guys are here from, and that is at Train with Ash. If you do not follow either of those, I highly recommend you follow those because I post on my regular platform just about my life, what I do, and then my fitness platform, I post videos, I post fitness tips, nutrition tips, especially for college students, because I too am a college student and I know our lifestyle is a little bit different. So I'm hoping that this channel can kind of be specifically targeted to my college peers, but then also anyone else who finds what I do helpful, I guess. I know a lot of my peers and my friends have requested some different things when I mentioned that I was going to do a YouTube video. People ask me how I stay so disciplined in my routines, whether it be fitness or just like my regular everyday scheduling. And I think that all of that starts with how I begin my days, which is really my morning. I'm a really morning person, and so I thought a good way to kind of kickstart into that topic would be my morning routine, because I feel like that is a really big part of how my day starts, and then how my day kind of pans out, and how I'm able to like kind of stay on track and stay mentally on my game throughout the day. So what I have done is I have created, I filmed my morning routine basically, and I've done a little voiceover, which I hope comes out okay, because this is my first video, but you know, whatever, it's just my first day out here, so we're just gonna hope it goes well. But in my morning routine, I want to mention right now, obviously the world is a little bit different right now. One, we're in quarantine and socially distancing, or we're supposed to be quarantining and socially distancing. So that is a little bit different because obviously I can't go and be out and about unless I'm going to work. And if I am going to work, my morning routine may be a little bit more sped up depending on the time that I have a session. Sometimes I have sessions as early as like 6 a.m. so I have to be at the gym at 5. So it just really depends on what my morning looks like. But I do try to have a little bit of time of stillness into myself before jump starting into my day. But right now, since it is summer for my college students, this is kind of what my morning routine looks like. It's not the same setting as it usually is because I'm not in my apartment back in Austin. I am at home in Dallas visiting my family for my little brother's graduation season, and I was here for Mother's Day. So this is not my normal setting, and so my morning routine is a little bit different because I am at home, but I have recorded some things that I feel like stay consistent whether I'm at home, whether I'm back at school, and just kind of some things that have been staples in my routine, which I feel like make a big difference in not only like my fitness and my health, because there are some health related things in here, but it also sets me up mentally, which is what I feel like is most important, especially for my college peers, because it's really often or common for college students to just wake up, roll out of bed, we go to class, we go to work, and we don't really think about how like our rushing kind of impacts our mental, and it has a big impact on our mental. So that is why I decided to share what I personally do, and I feel like my routine that I have right now kind of helps me push through the entire rest of the day. So I'm sharing it, and this is not saying that you have to do it. It's just what works for me. So if you would like to see more stuff like this, I guess let me know. If not, I'm gonna get right into the video. So I wake up at around 6:45 or 7, depending on the day. My body just kind of naturally wakes up at this time, having to get up so early for work sometimes. And then as soon as I get up, I try to take down 16 ounces of water, which is about 2 plastic-sized water bottles. It really just helps jumpstart my digestive system, and then just make sure I'm ahead of the game on my hydration early in the day. And then I just brush my teeth. Hopefully that's a staple in everyone's morning routine, and I'm not alone on that one. And then after I brush my teeth, I wash my face with just my face wash and some cold water. Before now, I was never really a big advocate for washing my face super early in the morning. I would just splash it with water, but I'm now using products that I cannot just go outside and wear in the sun, and I plan on going outside to do my yoga and my workout after this, so I like to give it a full wash to make sure those products are not still on my skin and I'm not damaging it with sun rays. Then after doing kind of like my little bathroom routine, I like to make my bed. I make my bed every morning. That may not be like a normal college student thing, but I think that when you have your bed made, you just kind of feel like your life is a little bit more together. So I make my bed, I open the blinds, set it up all looking nice and cute, so at least my day starts with one part of my life together, even if the rest of the day ends up being in shambles. After making my bed, I head to the kitchen to start making my green smoothie. And if you know me, this is something that I religiously make every single morning. I like to have my green smoothie before I eat and before I have my coffee to kind of help jumpstart my digestion. And then it also kind of like my water, it kind of just gives me a head start on getting in some of my greens and my micronutrients for the day. So just intaking some fiber before getting started. I'm at home now, so my ingredients are a little bit different than maybe before, but I am improvising. But it's just a nice little green smoothie with some greens, some lemon, some ginger, turmeric, some detoxifying agents, just to make sure, I'm set up with a nice base so that whenever I do eat breakfast and have my coffee, there's a little bit something on my stomach and it's not just emptiness, I guess, because sometimes having coffee on an empty stomach just does not make sis feel good. Like, it just does not make me feel good. So this kind of just allows me to avoid that, because I definitely will be having a cup of coffee, probably 2 within the span of this video. So, I also added some apple cider vinegar. So it's really just to kind of detoxify, jumpstart, get some fiber in my system, and get my greens in. And then, y'all, when I drink my green smoothie, it's not like I sip it cute, walk around with it. Like, I take it to the head. It's not always, like, super good. So I just take it to the head, get it out the way. So I told you guys I probably have a few cups of coffee in this video. I'm a true coffee fiend. My favorite recently has been this Boyd K-Cup from Sprouts. I literally just put that in my Keurig and then let the magic happen. I've also been on this foam kick lately, so I'm going to take some almond milk, pour a little bit of it into a cup, and heat it up for 35 seconds so I can froth it. And then I just froth it until it gets to the texture that I want it with this cute little frother I got on Amazon. Y'all, this is the best part. Then with my coffee, I head to the office to read after bothering my dad for a minute. I read for like 40 minutes, 30 minutes probably. I'm currently reading Relationship Goals by Mike Todd. Big fan of the book thus far. I probably have like 1 chapter to go, but 10 out of 10 recommend. And then after I read, I take some time to journal in the morning. Sometimes depending on the day, like I told you guys in the beginning of the video, if I am rushing to go to work, I will opt out and do this before I go to bed. But since I've had a little bit more time in the morning, I'm in quarantine, and now that it is the summer, I have been taking some time to check in with myself in the morning. I do think that writing is kind of a form of therapy, and everyone can kind of benefit from it. And I do remember in the beginning of my journaling kind of journey, I was holding like some kind of obligation to it, and I have learned to stray away from that, and it has been a really freeing experience, actually. So I just journal about literally anything. There's literally no grammar rules when I journal. I talk about how I'm feeling, if I'm upset, who made me mad, if I'm hungry, what time I woke up, etc. And then I just like to take 5 minutes to go through my devotional of the day. I usually use the YouVersion app, and I usually just click through the story at the top of the app. There's always a Bible verse, a few quotes, and then someone that kind of breaks down the quote. So that's kind of how I've been doing my Bible study devotional kind of routine recently, and this app makes it super convenient. And then I'll head outside to my family's little makeshift quarantine gym. This is where I'll do my yoga. I'll use my laptop and set up my yoga mat out here. So me and my best friend Sarah are currently following Yoga with Adrienne's 30-day May meditation calendar. I freaking love Yoga with Adrienne. She's so awesome. I'm so glad Sarah put me on. But we've been doing this since the beginning of May, and this is probably the most serious I've ever taken my yoga practice. I feel like before quarantine, I would go to yoga classes and like hot yoga classes and sculpt yoga classes just to get a really good workout, which is really cool. But I think that yoga has allowed me to connect to my inner self and my spirituality a little bit more in quarantine. So that's been a really cool thing, and it's a good way to start my day. And then outside of the obviously mental aspects of it, it definitely wakes up all of my connective tissues and my joints and preps me for any workout or session that I have coming for the day. And some of these classes are really short, y'all. Like, you can literally do a Yoga with Adrienne class that's like 8 minutes long. So she has all different types of classes. We're just kind of following this schedule. So yeah, this is it. This is me doing some yoga. And then after I go through a full flow, I like to do some different pose practice. If you follow me on my Snapchat, you probably are sick of seeing me doing my pose practice. But before I go into my poses, I do some mobility drills for my shoulders and my hips and my wrists. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I'll literally just practice my poses until I fall a few times. So I think this day I was practicing my crow. And once I fell a few times, I was just like, you know what? Forget it. But doing these mobility drills before I go through those is really important. So if you are someone who is thinking about trying, some inverted positions, definitely do your mobility first, because you just don't want to break yourself. So these are some of my favorite ones. I guess this actually served to be a good little mobility video too. You guys are seeing some of my mobility exercises. And then, so yeah, I'll practice. And then, like I said, once I fail a few times, I'm just over it, call it a day. And on this day specifically, I didn't have any sessions, so I decided to go on a run before I got a workout in. Here I am going through some pre-run mobility drills. I have a full video of some pre-run mobility drills up on my Train with Ash Instagram page. If you are a runner or looking to get into running, those will be very helpful. I didn't even set out to run for a really long time. I just really wanted to run, get nice and warm for my workout. And then on days that I don't have sessions, I like to get a nice full body workout in. Especially in quarantine, most of my workouts have been full body. So I work out for probably 45 minutes. I don't have to work out super long anymore to feel like I got a nice adequate session in. So I usually just go 2 blocks of exercises, all of my fundamental movements, and that's all I really need for my movement of the day. So by the time I get done training, I'm usually starving. So that is when I make some breakfast. I try to fuel myself with a nice nutritious breakfast. On this specific day, I was having the guilt-free pancakes that I posted on my story the other day that are just literally like banana, eggs, and some other ingredients to flavor them to my liking. But yeah, that's what I'm cooking up here. These are bomb. Love them. Then just before I eat, I grab my vitamins so I can have them with me right after I eat. And then while I eat my breakfast, this is usually the time where I check my email, check my social media, but not really before that though. This is when I usually check that. And finally, after I eat, I shower and then just kind of get ready for the day. Most of the time, that's me just putting on another pair of athleisure, athletic clothes. And today, it also featured some concealer and some blush and some mascara. That's not always a thing, but it was this day for the sake of the video. So yeah, I'm ready for the day after this. A wrap for my morning routine, everyone. That is what kind of my summer slash quarantine slash college slash mindful, healthy, whatever you want to call it, looks like. If you want to see more videos like this, or if you have any other video ideas, please let me know how I can serve you guys better in the comments or in my DMs on social media. My big mantra in everything I do is serving those around me and being the best, I guess, teacher that I can. I believe knowledge is power, and however I can spread what I know to you guys, I want to be able to do so. So you guys let me know how I can do that through video, what you guys would want to see. And if you like this kind of routine type video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on whatever the future of this channel may hold. I'm not really sure what that looks like just yet because I don't really know what direction this is going to go in, but I am very excited to have another platform to kind of share what I do, what goes on, and how I try to remain positive even when the world is crazy. But again, if you do not follow my socials, I'm gonna have them pop up here so you guys can follow me on Instagram. I'm a little bit obviously more active on there because I'm able to just take stuff from my phone and post it. So if you want to connect with me, that is probably the easiest way to do so. But thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for my next